Hello, how we doing today? What I wanted to do is I got this amp in a trade a while back, and don't reach over there. And this is one of those, as you can see, it's used. I mean, it's got little spots on it. This is one of those little Esteban amps. You see them advertised on TV, an Esteban guitar comes with a little amp. Most of those are acoustics that I've seen, like on late night home shopping network, whatever. Any of them I've ever seen or tried in a shop really suck. I wouldn't order one. But the little amp I got in a trade with an electric guitar, I didn't really need it, just kind of came along with the deal. And it's got a handle, as you can see. And I hadn't messed with it until recently. It's just kind of been sitting around because I didn't really think much of it. But it's actually made quite solid. It's fairly heavy for its size. It's got a closed back on it. It's 10 watts, which is actually more than enough for most people in their bedroom, even though you may want more. But as you can see, it's got your input jack for your guitar. It's got your volume control. It has a drive button, the little white button's your drive. It's either on or off. There's really no adjustment for that, but you can turn the volume up and down and your volume on your guitar and adjust it somewhat. And then you simply have a treble and a bass control. And then you have a headphone jack for those of you that want to practice in your bedroom all night, not bother the neighbors too bad. And you have a power button. Of course, it says guitar amplifier G10 Esteban or whatever. I'm not sure who makes these for them, but this is actually a lot better than I ever thought it would be. I've got a little microcube amp. I'm going to set this back down over here, and I'm going to plug it back in. I'm going to give you a little sample of it there later. But pretty much everyone, and I've had this for years. As you can see, I lost the original handle. I've had this little canvas handle I made forever. But these things they're magnificent. The nice thing I like about it is, you can plug it in at home, or you can put batteries in it, and like they say, they really do last about 11 or 12 hours on a few AA batteries. I just wanted to show you this comparison size-wise. It's about the same size. The Esteban is actually a little bit bigger. As you can see, in width, it's actually bigger over there. And the height of it's maybe a little bit larger, not much. But the speaker, I think, is about the same size. So anyhow, that's just for comparison right there. Now, what I have, I'm going to push a cable in there, just one of my cheap little cables, and I've got two guitars. I'm going to play through this just to give you a sound sample. I hope it's good enough for you to get the idea. First thing I'm going to do is plug in, that's right, my acoustic electric. It's my Yamaha APX 500. I've had it forever. Oops. And the reason I'm doing this is because, hang on just a second there. Okay, I'm back. Excuse that short, brief intermission there. All right. Now I have it set right now on the clean setting. Obviously, for acoustic, that's probably what you'd want most of the time. Okay, it goes from 1 to 10, like most amps. I've got it set on 5. Let's put it on 6. Okay, on 6, it's already as loud as my microcube is on the clean setting, wide open. Okay, so it's louder than the microcube, and it's not even close to 10, trust me. But in any case, let's just give it a quick go. That way you can see it plays really pretty good with acoustics, which surprises me with a small electric amp like that. So as you can see, that comes through really good. Okay, as you can see, that worked really pretty good. I'm going to unplug this. I think I'll turn it off this time so we can get all that popping. And put it over here. And this time I've got the old, as you can see, the old Telecaster. I'm going to plug it in and do just a little bit more. Bad, but you can't find the hole, right? Okay. Now then. So the clean setting still on the clean. And trust me, it's already way louder. I didn't change the settings, but honestly, it'd be back it down just a little bit there. Believe it or not, that's about 10 o'clock. Okay, now if that sounds a little bit muddy to you, that's because I've got the bass turned all the way up, and I'm probably going to adjust the treble a little bit now to come over to about 2 o'clock. Let's see how that sounds. And I'll put the treble wide open now. I like a lot of bass, everybody's different. Okay, now let's switch this over. Now, like I say, to remind you again, it's only on, gosh, it's between 2.5 and 3. I mean, it's not even close to 10, and it's way loud. I'm going to go ahead and put the that's the drive button. As you can tell, I did that purposely so you can see there's a big jump in volume. It's already loud when it's clean, and it's way louder when it's not. So, and like I say, this is not even on. It's not even on 1. It's on like half, between 0 and 1. try it again. And I'll dial the treble right on back now. Now that's with the treble all the way down, the bass all the way up, and the drive on, but only on about 0.5, literally on the volume. So this thing got so much volume, I really can't. I mean, I have turned it up, but I'm not going to today because I have neighbors home. But just so you know, it's like it's way more loud and everything, and it appeared like it'd be a much more useful, especially practice amp, than I probably ever thought it would be. So anyways, if you see these things sitting around, you can pick them up like super cheap, because probably most people don't think they're worth a crap like I didn't. And they are. They're not too bad for a bedroom, living room, practice amp at home. You probably can't go wrong. Probably if you buy it used, especially. I don't know if I guess they sell them new, but probably never buy a new one, you know. But anyways, if you can't afford a microcube or something like that for 125, 150 bucks, you know, even on the used market, microcubes still go for 75 to 100 bucks, 80 bucks, 85, you know, in that range. So I bet you could buy one of these for 20, 25 bucks, and it'd be well worth it. I don't know about the acoustic amp that they have that come with their acoustics, but this little electric amp, this G10, it's worth 20 bucks easy. Probably wouldn't go above 35, maybe 40. You know, if you didn't have an amp at all and you wanted one, you could use it, as you can see, for your electric or your acoustic in small cafes or something. All right, thanks. Y'all have a great day. Peace out.